Adunni looked at her reflection in the river, her heart heavy with the weight of her secret. She was married to three men, and none of them knew about the others. Once upon a time, in the small village of Umuachi, lived a beautiful woman named Adunni. She was known for her grace and kindness, and every man in the village admired her. Adunni lived with her parents and helped them on their farm. She was content with her simple life, but her beauty and charm drew the attention of many suitors. One day, a young farmer named Chike approached Adunni's father to ask for her hand in marriage. Chike was hardworking and had a good reputation in the village. Adunni's father agreed, and soon Adunni and Chike were married. They were happy together, working side by side on the farm and enjoying their life in Umuachi. Not long after, Chike had to travel to the city to sell their produce. He promised Adunni he would be back in few weeks. While Chike was away, a handsome trader named Eze came to Umuachi. Eze was charming and wealthy. He too fell in love with Adunni. He asked her to marry him, and Adunni, missing Chike and feeling lonely, agreed. She did not tell Eze about Chike. Adunni and Eze lived happily for a while, but Eze was also a traveler. He often went to different markets to trade his goods. During one of Eze's trips, another man, a hunter named Obinna, arrived in the village. He was strong and brave, and he too was captivated by Adunni. He asked her to marry him, and once again, Adunni agreed, keeping her marriages to Chike and Eze a secret. Adunni juggled her life between the three men, each of them unaware of the others. She would spend a few days with Chike, then Eze, and then Obinna, making excuses to leave each time. She managed to keep her secret for months, but the strain of living a triple life began to take its toll on her. One day, Adunni was with Chike. Eze returned unexpectedly from his trip. He decided to surprise Adunni and went to her house. When he found her not there, he asked the villagers about her. They told him she was with her husband, Chike. Eze was confused and angry. He confronted Adunni, who was left speechless. She could not deny it any longer. Before Adunni could explain, Obinna also returned from a hunting trip and learned about her marriages. The three men, now aware of each other, demanded answers from Adunni. She stood before them, tears streaming down her face, knowing that her secret was out and her world was about to change forever. Adunni tried to explain her actions to the three men. He told them about the loneliness she felt and how each of them had brought her happiness in different ways, but her words fell on deaf ears. Chike, Eze, and Obinna felt betrayed and humiliated. They decided to leave her, each vowing never to speak to her again. First, Chike packed her belongings and left Umuachi to start a new life in another village. Adunni watched him go, her heart aching with guilt and sorrow. Next, Eze, who had once been so full of charm and kindness, turned his back to her and went back to his life as a trader, leaving Adunni feeling empty and abandoned. Finally, Obinna, who had always been her protector, walked away, leaving Adunni alone and heartbroken. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Adunni tried to find solace in her work on the farm, but the memories of her three husbands haunted her. The villagers whispered about her, and she became a figure of pity and scandal in Umuachi. She lived in regret, wishing she had made different choices. One day, a traveler named Nnamdi came to the village. He was from a distant place and had heard of Umuachi's rich farmlands. He saw Adunni walking in the fields and was struck by her beauty and the sadness in her eyes. Nnamdi approached her and asked about her life. Adunni, feeling a strange sense of trust, told him everything. Nnamdi listened patiently, and unlike the other, he did not judge her. Instead, he admired her honesty and resilience. Over time, Adunni and Nnamdi grew close. He saw the goodness in her heart and understood that everyone makes mistakes. Nnamdi asked Adunni to marry him, promising to stay by her side and help her heal from her past. Adunni hesitated and eventually agreed, hoping for a fresh start. They married quickly, without much celebration, but with a deep understanding and respect for each other. Adunni lost all her three husbands, one after the other, and she lived in regret. But then another man from another village came and married her. This time, Adunni found the peace and happiness she had longed for, learning from her past and cherishing the love and loyalty she now shared with Nnamdi.